Welcome back to 13 on your side morning. Sometimes we see certain foods suddenly skyrocket in popularity, but what are the food trends of 2024? Shanthi, a registered dietitian with Blue Cross Blue Shield, joins us now this morning with those predictions. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What are the food trends you're seeing as we continue on with this year?
Yeah, so last year at the end of the year, we started seeing buckwheat really starting to trend. So definitely expect to see that in different forms this year. We're also seeing the whole cacao fruit being used versus just using that cocoa that we see in dark chocolate and things like that. We're also going to see some mood boosting drinks. So drinks where they're going to add mushrooms for their adaptogens and things like probiotics for our gut health. And then finally, one of the things we're predicting to happen this year is to see some more plants in our plant-based foods.
Okay, really interesting. Do you have a favorite food trend for 2024?
You know what? I think buckwheat is what comes to mind first. The reason for that is it's actually a seed and not a grain, despite its name, but it performs really well nutritionally and very similar to how you would prepare regular grains. But what's great about it is that it's got this compound called rutin, and this helps keep our blood vessels flexible, and so it can be really beneficial for heart health. And also, the fiber content in this is going to be beneficial for cholesterol. So just overall, kind of a superstar. You're going to find it in things like crackers this year. You've probably heard of buckwheat pancakes and soba noodles.
Okay, really interesting. Do you have any tips to share for eating healthier this year?
Yeah, I think something to pay attention to is that these are trends, right? And so digging into the science is really important. So just seeing where things stack up. So for example, when we're talking about these plant-based alternatives, I have some plant-based burgers here where the first ingredient is going to be pea protein, canola oil, coconut oil versus this one where the first ingredient is black beans and a very short list of ingredients. So just paying attention to those things. And some things do sound too good to be true. These mood boosting drinks, while they sound really exciting that they have these adaptogens from the mushrooms, it might not all be there. Some of the studies that we're seeing where these adaptogens can help produce or help kind of our body's response to stress doesn't really translate to humans because those studies have only been done in rats and things like that. And then finally, I think just making sure that we're reading and seeing things that work into our lifestyle because some of the times these things can be very expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure. Are there foods that can help reduce stress?
Sure. So actually, when I spoke about the mood boosting drinks, I talked about those adaptogens. There's definitely a potential that those can work, but I think what's really great about adding probiotics and things like that to your drink is that they're going to have something that can help stimulate our gut. And when we make our gut happy, we can actually make our mood happy. And that's because 95% of our body's serotonin, which is that feel good neurotransmitter, is actually produced in our small intestine, in our gut.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much. So much great information there. Again, thank you, Shanthi, for joining us this morning. And we will have this entire segment on our website if you wanted to learn more. Have a great day.
Thanks so much. You too.